Ready?
Hey there everybody, welcome once again to another video on Ugo Creating Comics TV, and I'm Ugo Mari, the creator and founder of Wahala Comics. And so right before we start the video, you can check out my book, Heroes League Origin Volume 1. It's available on Kindle and Amazon marketplaces, so do us a favor and get it. And as well, you can follow me on various social media platforms. Ugo Steak on Instagram. You can follow Wahala Comics on Twitter, or rather X, and Wahala Comics Uni on X as well, and Wahala Comics on Instagram. So we'll dive right into today's topic for today's discussion. I'll just give my opinion now. In 2018, there was a show known as Black Lightning. You know, Black Lightning, the comic book, featuring Jefferson Pierce, his kids, and his family. So, Black Lightning, I think, was starring Chris Williams as in the title role, or rather, we'll say titular role, but in the title role. And for me, it was it was a good show. I think it was rated 90 something percent on Rotten Tomatoes. So that was good. So I really enjoyed the show. But for me, I have this nagging feeling. I don't know what you think. I think that it was a missed opportunity. Yeah. So I don't know what you think about that. So I think it was a missed opportunity. I think WB, CW, DC Entertainment, DC Comics, the whole gamut, Discovery Plus, whatever, missed an opportunity with, Black Lightning, the Black Lightning show. I think, for one aspect where I think they missed an opportunity was opening up the universe and telling even more stories. I think a lot of time was spent on the crusade part of, the racial inequality of Black people, and then how um, sort of Black Lightning sort of cope with his children. We see a bit of that in the first two episodes of the season, the first 2 to 3 episodes of the season, and was a running theme throughout the show. While that is good, I'm not saying, in fact, comic book traditionally are satires for what's going on in society. So I have no problem with using comic book movies or shows or books to address certain issues, but when it takes a large chunk of what the show is about, then it detracts from what you can do with that character. That's one thing for me. And then the second bit where that really, really gnaws at me is Black Lightning, you know, should have been, could have been used as a conduit for introducing other Black superheroes in the DC universe, especially those under the milestone section of DC Comics. So characters like your Icon, your Rocket, and the likes of those characters, I think they could have that Black Lightning show could have been a wonderful conduit to sort of bring these characters to life. But that opportunity was missed, and then we went on to Gravedigger in the last, season, or season 4, and I think it could have gone up to season 5, 6, 7, 8, even up 10. If attention was really paid to certain aspects of the show, and I think the way it ended left a bit to be desired, in my opinion. So I think it was indeed a missed opportunity. So, because a lot of times we talk about inclusion, we talk about, having more minority characters available in TV shows and movies and things like that. And sometimes you have people saying, why don't we sort of race swap and have characters like Superman becoming black? And some say you have in the multiverse, you have a Superman that's actually black. You have the Future State comics on the DC where you have a black Batman and you have a black Wonder Woman, or it's a black or Hispanic Wonder Woman. I can quite remember it escapes me at the moment, but you have ready-made black characters that you could, bring into the fore and have their own movies, have their own TV shows, have their own series. And the Black Lightning show could have been a conduit for this. And not just in having these characters feature on the show, but having them feature on the show, establish what they're about, and then you have their own show. Because usually, what you have as a critic, or rather, when people want to challenge why you want to challenge the introduction of certain new characters, they say no one knows who they are. It wouldn't be profitable for studios, for DC, for instance, in this situation, to have those characters sort of having their own show, because you wouldn't have people watching them because they don't know who these characters are. So for me, but for me, I feel if you'd had a character like Icon, for instance, show up, in Black Lightning in a couple of episodes, then immediately you'd have a wonderful storyline as well. So a little story arc there where the question would have been, where has he been? He's always been around, but he's done nothing about certain racial inequalities or things that have been going on, or things going on with the green light experimentation in Freeland and things like that. So that would have been a nice storyline to have brought in force, and then he could have been a powerful ally for the PS family, especially Black Lightning. So and then you go on to have his own show afterwards, because everyone will remember, oh, Icon. I've heard bits and bobs about his character. What was his character? So would have made the error to say, oh, is he Black Superman? And definitely would have wanted to know more about his character, and then toss his own TV show, as well as characters like Vixen. There would have been an opportunity for Vixen to come on the show as well. And then you had characters like Halo, not the Halo name, I think it's Halo. You had characters like that were on the show, but just treated as a throwaway, just a wink and a nod to the fans, which is not all that bad. But I think that was an opportunity missed as well, because if you'd had that character developed to any significant level, that would have been an opportunity for those characters to grow. And then, apart from introducing new characters into the sort of Black Lightning mini universe, there's the opportunity about the other characters that were being brought into the fore with the whole green light babies, green light children were experimental upon, that they could have built a nice team within that sort of Black Lightning universe, and then they could have had their own TV shows, or could have gone further to enrich the TV shows. Because I think sometime during the show, it felt like everything was just so narrow and small and tied to the PS family, which I know that's the center of the show, but everything seemed to be too narrow to them. Whereas if you had other characters, you could have been able to sort of stretch the strands of the story, have a more sort of diverse story plots for the series. So that's my own opinion. I wonder what your opinion is. I would really like to hear your opinion on this. For me, I feel whether you think it was a missed opportunity, or you think that you were right on the money. And what do you think about using TV shows like Lightning to introduce new characters that then go on to have their own shows? So that's it for me today. And before I leave, I'd like to say thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. We're on to 20 subscribers. So we keep going. I would like to get to 100 by the end of this month. Let's see how that happens. I know you can make that happen. So let's go. Like this video, share it, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And most certainly leave your comments in the comment section, because I want to know what you think. So with all that being said, I'm Ugamadi, creator and founder of Walo Comics, saying have a splendid rest of the day. Bye-bye.